Who do we have here? Love that this is live. This is interesting to hear him use his falsetto this way. This feels a little different than what I often hear him do as far as falsetto goes. You know why I think? I think it's because he's using his falsetto in a place where he would typically use a thicker voice. So it would be like me saying la 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 la, as opposed to la 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 la. So he's purposely choosing a different registration than is necessary. I'm excited to see where he goes. Hey! I love her style. Did you hear that? Ever so slightly out of tune, and I always cheer that on, which is kind of a weird thing to get excited about, but it's always a confirmation for me that it's live, first of all, that it's reasonably unedited, second of all, if not entirely unedited, and third, that the artist is just raw and human, and I love that, and I think it's so important that we see the humanness of artists, especially with AI and all these technologies that are being developed. I think it's so important to see the humanity in artists still, which is what we just saw, and I just love it. And I want to say one more thing. An artist has to be really, really good and beautiful overall to go into a situation like this and to be able to show their real side, little tiny out of tune or whatever, and still know that their overall talent and artistry and hard work is going to shine way brighter than one small mistake, while still bringing that raw, authentic humanity. We also see around it so easily to the sheer talent and overall magnificent performance that artists like him bring. So we've got live harmony, and that was pretty darn tight if you ask me. I'd say bravo to both on that. Did you hear? We hear that little pitch bend, which is excellent and super cool to hear when it's harmonized. We hear both singers. They've rehearsed well enough that they're bending together. Oh, they're sweet. Unison. It's worth noting, it's always interesting to hear a male and female sing together in the first place. And now we're hearing unison, but this is cool because we have a male and a female singing not only the same notes, but in the same octave. So listen for that, right? We have exactly the same note, exactly the same pitch. I'm actually really impressed with the accuracy of both singers. And she is, I personally find him to be one of the really, really best vocalists. And I think that she's doing a great job of, she's wonderful. She's wonderful. But I feel that he's prolific. And I think she's doing a great job of sitting with him. Again, a use of falsetto where he wouldn't typically use it. I don't know if that's because this is a duet or because possibly this song is in a key that he wouldn't typically put it in, which sometimes happens when you're doing duets. You have to consider both participants and the key that works for both people. So that's just a guess that this could be in a key that wouldn't be his ideal. Not that he can't make any key shine by changing the way he's doing it or his interpretation, but the choice he's making is one that I don't often see him make. So it makes me wonder if this is in a key that he it wasn't his first choice, maybe. Or maybe he's just taking a gentler approach. Maybe he just wants the vibe of this, or they as a team have decided that the vibe of this song is meant to feel lighter. So that's a possibility too. She has a little bit of a do. That's one of the things I notice about her. I've seen only a handful of performances from her now, but I do notice that she has that habit, which I typically call the push-pull. She's a very, very functional vocalist, of course, but we do hear her make landings. Instead of do, you hear do. It's just a little bit of a, it may be a choice she's making, but typically we want to see that tighten up a little bit so that you're hitting the note a little bit more on the nose without the, I always use the analogy, I'm not a sports person, but I did play baseball when I was a kid a little bit. When you go to catch a ball, right? When you go to catch a ball, if you're really steady and ready for the ball, you may cushion the landing a bit, right? But if you're not prepared at all, your hand may go way back. And that's kind of how I feel about when singers, they kind of have to catch themselves and fix it. I hear her do that. It may be a piece of her personal style, but typically I would like to hear a tighter landing myself. See, did you hear him? You didn't hear you don't hear that from him. Do you hear the difference? Did he just sing the wrong words? Maybe. I hope so, because that'd be awesome. I told you, I just love to see little human realness. I'm wondering if his voice is tired. Is that possible? His voice is tired? I just can't help but continue to notice the way he's choosing to place a lot of this stuff. It's really interesting to see from him. Yeah, I'm unsure. What a great performance. A great performance overall.
We played the part 5 nights, but we were never there on the weekends, baby. We got along real nice, but when I left town, did you hate me? One day the curtain started coming down. I changed the second we were moving out. I guess wrong can look alright when you're playing home in a penthouse, baby.